last winner for today is Julie West. You may know her from her role on the council. You may know her as the leader for the Play for Jake Foundation. You may know her as a speaker from All About the Girls. I know her as sort of a superhero, I guess I would describe it. Julie turned pain, unimaginable for her family, into preparedness for young athletes all over Indiana after losing her son. The resilience, courage, strength, and power of positive persuasion not only changed practices, but state laws, and funding, and awareness, and education, and action, leading to safer kids playing sports for generations to come. Imagine yourself in Julie's shoes. Her son dies playing football, having a cardiac event. You want to crawl into a hole. You want to sink. You want to think about how unfair it is. You want to think about how unfortunate this is. Why me? Why my son? Why now? Why? He was trying to do this great thing and participate in sports, all those things that Bill Marshall was talking about. Like, God, my son is pursuing all of those things. And it actually caused him to pass. Imagine, instead of shrinking, and I know there were some dark times, but instead of shrinking, you say, but wait, there's a way he could have been helped if there was a device there and somebody could have restarted his heart. And not just, hey, I really want to campaign, and maybe at LaPorte High School, they could have a device at the high school, and they could be educated, and they could be aware, so the next young man at LaPorte High School doesn't have the same thing happen. No. Julie pursued it all the way to the state level, and here's one woman from LaPorte going down to Indy, dealing with a whole bunch of, excuse my French, old white guys that think they know better. And she has the perseverance and resilience to keep pushing and pushing and pushing to say, I'm not going to let my son just pass without making a change. And today, when those LaPorte football players run on the field, they touch the field at his number. They recognize the responsibility they have. That community rallied around this woman and her cause and her son, almost like LaPorte's never seen. And it's all because her son was a good dude. And a really strong person said, instead of cowering when I got hurt, I'm going to stand strong, and I'm going to help others who might get hurt. And that incredible resilience is one of many things why I asked Julie West to come up tonight and accept the Good Life Award.
Oh boy, what an honor, Chris, to accept this award from you, and I am very grateful to be up here sharing a few things with all of you. But I want to take a moment to recognize the incredible impact of GreatNewsLife and the work they have done for our communities. In a world where negative headlines often dominate, they have chosen a different path. Chris and his team choose to shine light on all the good in the world and on the people who make the community stronger and better. Their stories remind us that hope is still alive and that good things are happening all around us. And then there's Jenny, who can walk into a room with that beautiful smile and just light up any room she comes into. And I'm so grateful and blessed to know you both. And I would just have to say, listening to Chris talk about his lovely wife, Natalie, just really touches my heart. And boy, I wish all women have a man like that in their lives who talks so highly of their wife. That says a lot about you, Chris. My life forever changed on September 25th, 2013, and I told myself very early on that I would do my best to always remember what would Jake want me to do. It's my inner voice that needs a constant redirecting though because of my grief and my trauma. Jake has never and will never leave my heart, and I feel his presence deep in my soul, which helps to guide me every day and gives me the strength. Gratitude doesn't erase my pain, and my pain doesn't cancel my gratitude. Those are two emotions that I carry at the same time. Some days one is louder than the other, but both are real. I have learned to hold heartbreak in one hand and gratitude in the other, and I do my best to live with both. So I also want to thank my family and my friends down here at table number 5 who came to join me in celebrating this award, and especially to my mother, who is just shy of 97 years old, sitting right here. So she has always been my rock and my biggest cheerleader, and I am just so grateful to have her be able to celebrate this award with me today. I bring Post-it notes sometimes with me. If I think of something, I write them down and then I put them on my paper. So there's a few more things. So I just want to say I am full of gratitude, and I want to thank all of you today that came to celebrate, everyone that received an award. Congratulations to all the other GreatNewsLife award winners. And I have one request of all of you, and I would like for you guys to grab your phones, please. And I want you to text HEART to this number. I was just in Washington, D.C. at the end of October talking with members of Congress, and I had the pleasure to talk with about 6 of them, and one of them was Senator Todd Young, and the other one was our U.S. Representative Drake Mervan, and they were wonderful. They listened to us advocate for the funding that we need for the HEARTS Act that was passed last December, to where we will have our AEDs in our schools and the cardiac emergency response plan in place in all of our schools at the federal level, and also part of that $50 million ask is that they will use some of that for research with cardiomyopathy, and also resources to hand out to parents, so they also know that, like for Jake, the condition was undetected. He was perfectly healthy all the way up until the day he wasn't at 17 years old when he collapsed on the football field. So there's just so much awareness and so much education that needs to be out there that everyone knows the condition of your child's heart. And also the importance of having those AEDs readily available, because it's not if it happens, it's when it happens, and we need to be prepared. So if you could just take your phones, because I'm going to take a picture as well, and if you can text HEART to 46839. I'm going to repeat again, 46839, and text HEART to that. And it's going to send you to the American Heart Association, where you can reach out to your representative to say, please vote for this funding that we need for the HEARTS Act. Thank you for doing that, and just thank you for the award. This means the world to me. Thank you.